How important is the bye week just to get some rest, heal up before the last few games of the season?
I mean, I think it's very obvious. It's probably one of the most important weeks, especially leading up to the week that we have. I think guys need to get healthy and take care of themselves, and use this week as a kind of stepping stone.
But what have you learned personally just through your career in terms of how you approach the bye week, what the important things are? Just maybe how has that evolved? What have you learned?
You got to treat it like a professional. It's not really time off. You got to be active in your recovery, in your film, and even at the practice. When we have an opportunity, you just got to take the most out of it and just keep getting better.
Over the summer, Brent talked about not handling success after the big win bye week last year. Anything different you guys doing to stay focused, stay locked in, to keep that going and handle that success going into the next week?
I think it's just having a conscious notice of kind of how what happened last week, to really just be on top of that, especially for the younger guys, who haven't really handled a bye week, especially after coming off a big win, and just kind of keep on stacking days and just keep on getting better.
Obviously, your last OU Texas game coming up here in a couple weeks. What's that like? Thinking about it, and just what are some of obviously your biggest memories from this game? Obviously, especially last year.
Yeah, I mean,
Things that
last year, unfortunately, I'm gonna be a little emotional out there. It's a really big game, man. Especially as being a Sooner, it's one you kind of look forward to every year. It's probably one of the biggest games. Just because how deep and meaningful the rivalry is. I mean, there's a lot of great memories. All the way back from freshman year, that comeback. The last year, it just you can go on and on. And hopefully, we can continue to make memories for the next one.
You guys talk a lot about approaching every game the same. Is it about approaching every game like it's Texas week almost, because don't need the extra juice with this one?
I mean, you got to approach every single game like it's a playoff game. So when that moment comes, when the biggest moment's there, you're going to fall to the level of your preparation.
I know it was up with Kendall obviously going down, but what have you seen from a guy like Sammy stepping up and maybe into a bigger role, and how big was last week for him?
I mean, I've seen stuff since the second he got on campus. Just his work ethic that he's brought here. So when a player like that goes down, I mean, there's no doubt in my eyes or the entire team that Sammy's not going to fulfill that role to the best of his ability. He's done a tremendous job.
What stands out just in terms of what he brings the most to this defense?
I mean, he can pretty much do anything. He can pretty much play anywhere. His skill set is so versatile. He can cover a guy in space, and he also has no problem going in the box and fitting gaps, and that's great, especially in that position. So when they go bigger personnel, we don't need to sub anyone out. Sammy can be right there and play right for us. All right, sounds good.
Appreciate it, Danny.
I was going to
No.